This is news reporting about a homeless guy who just left the site and left lots of garbage after leaving this site. And we are reporting live from Coquitlam, British Columbia, where a homeless person was doing drugs and he was abusing of his own body and mind, and such an act cannot be tolerated in our community. But I'm reporting live to raise awareness. Anyway, so there was a guy who was just laying down here in the bushes, and for some reason I parked my car right here. Then after that I noticed the guy mumbling by himself, and just over there was a woman on her scooter, dressed pretty decent, like a clean shirt and a bike helmet. She was not like one of those bums riding the bike or the scooter without a helmet. So she was on the scooter talking to him from some distance. Then after a couple of minutes she got off the scooter and she went and she sat on the grass next to the homeless guy. I can say homeless because I talked to him after that, and I made an assumption that this woman is one of those caring, loving person who might want to interact with the guy and offer some help or some spiritual guidance. You know, there are some people like that. They just slowly approach this unfortunate people, humans, and they offer some help, you know. So that was my assumption. But like I said, then she was sitting next to this guy talking, and it made me curious. Is she trying to help this guy? Because they appear from a different world. I'm looking at the guy. He is on the grass, facing up, with like a shirt undone, some tattoos on his neck. It's clearly a guy who has really serious life issues. Yesterday I talked to a co-worker about one of the guys he knows, and he is assisting at the church in a similar shape. A guy full of tattoos who, you know, had a tough life and he still live on the streets, you know. So my mind was connected to this type of information, to this type of energy. The day before I went through downtown Vancouver, Hastings, East Side area, because I went for a job to a customer, and so I recorded the homeless area, the new tents popping up on the sidewalk. And again, when I connect to this type of energies or thoughts, more is coming. It's like I need to watch out what I'm talking about, what I'm thinking about, because they come to me. And for sometimes I realize that I need to sort of be cautious or careful with my ways of thinking, because I don't want to attract stuff that I don't want to deal with. Yeah, and so now I'm at the river, Fraser River. I came here at the park to enjoy a little bit of shade. It was very hot today. I did some work in the morning next to my boat, and it was very hot, and I thought I need some shade, and I did not choose to meet a homeless guy, to park my car next to a homeless guy. I did not make those choices. It happened, and like I said, it's the mind ability to connect to a certain type of vibe. That's why I need to be careful what I'm thinking of, and it works for everyone. It's not just me. It works for you. It's the law of attraction. I talked about it in the past. I went to this guy to talk to him, see what's going on, if I can help. And I asked him if, and she said, yeah, he's just hungry. And okay, can I give you a chocolate? That's the only thing I can give you. Yeah, sure. So I brought the chocolate from my car, and I asked her, do you know this guy? And she said, yeah, he's my boyfriend. I'm looking at this woman who, like I said, she's in like a healthy state. Maybe a little bit of belly fat, little bit, but it's not bad. Like she is, like I said, clean dressed. Um, what made her to stick around or come for this guy? And that's kind of a mystery. But maybe love is not blind, like in the movies. So anyway, I talked to him a bit about how he is stuck with this type of bad energy that is destroying his body from inside out. That's why his legs have like a big patches of missing skin, and he like a swollen legs. And he said that he went to doctors, and doctors don't know what he has, what type of disease he has. And as I said, of course, it's stuff done by an energy. It's a bad energy that you got it because of lack of self-love. And he is kind of mumbling, trying to argue that I don't know, he been through jail and that. Of course, lots of these guys have the story. They always use as an excuse for not having the power to get up and make a change. And it's very difficult when their mind is messed up by such a intelligent dark or like a bad destructive energy. They can't do much. People who suffer of addictions, people who self-abuse, like a self-inflict their bodies and stuff like that. These are energies that are like a parasites for the mind, attaches to the mind and the body, and destroy the body, destroy the mind, destroy the body. That's their plan, to destroy. And it's like a parasite, like a lice, or I don't know. All those insects and diseases are meant to take you down. So if your immune system is weak, the external parasites will take you down, or diseases. When you have enough love for yourself and receive love from others, like when you're in a hospital, receive enough love. But when you receive love, when you give love, that's the human nature. If you stop giving love to people, they will forget about you, and you have less chance to get better when you get sick. So to get up when you are financially down, emotionally down, or health wise down, people will stay away from you. Why? Because in the past you did not build enough love to give to other people. So people will come to get some love, right? And if you stop giving love, they will turn their backs on you. Most people are like that. It's a selfish thinking, but at the same time it encourages people to give and build a strong community, healthy relationship with other people, so their future is more stable. It's a trick written in our ways of thinking, how to make sure we connect to other people who give us some sort of chances of survival. So yeah, I'm kissing some asses here, I'm helping here, I'm volunteering here, I put some work there. So any contribution that is actually helping someone, it's helping us or give us better chance of survival in case of some sort of a natural disaster or a sickness or stuff. And so I'm looking at this guy, and one eye is kind of messed up a little bit. I mean, you can see it's a healthy kind of eye, but I see the movement of the eye is different from the other one. And I said, yeah, you might have some sort of a mental disability. You grew up with no love, no hugs, kisses and stuff. And she said, no, my mom loved me. Okay, maybe your mom loved you, but I don't know what type of love was that. And then he tells me that he got to jail because robbing a drug dealer, and he did the cop's job, and that's why he got to jail. So I don't know how how this story goes, or like if it's a made-up story. But I said, of course, the cops do whatever they are supposed to do. You do good or bad, it's good in your mind, but it's not good in their mind. So in the law's eyes, you did something wrong by beating up a drug dealer. So it's still abuse. So you attracted this punishment upon yourself, and now probably you are built to suffer. So you came into this earth, this life, to take beatings, to suffer, to go to jail, and to never be able to get back on your feet. So then he says something about he had a piece of like a plastic, connected two pieces of plastic, or maybe glass, but it was shrunk at one end and was dark, or like it's all smoked up inside. And he said something about, you're talking about the amphetamine? And I said, okay, I don't see any. So for me it was confusing, but like I said, he had a long smoky piece of plastic or glass, like a semi-transparent, and I don't know, maybe he just did some drugs, or she said something of amphetamine. So the purpose of this video is that after I left, I did something on his head. So I gave him some energy, and I told him, you're going to be okay. But I did it in a way with love. So I know it's going to help, maybe a little bit, maybe later. So I left to do some work on my old documents, and the woman was still on the grass with the guy. The guy was still laying down, facing up, mumbling something. Then another bum came riding a bike, full of tattoos, and he was kind of looking around, and he started getting into a conversation with the two. And looks like that bum probably was looking to take advantage or something, or it was kind of looking, okay, those people are in a survival mode, and if they can take advantage of the one that's down on the dirt, on the ground, yeah, they will do. For them, it's not really a human being, or someone who's suffering, or someone who needs a hand. For them, it's an opportunity, and it's a tough world. I don't suggest you to think that you are out on the streets, or you are homeless, and you need to watch out for yourself, like how deep you sleep and where you sleep, because this tough world, people still rob each other. Like I said, they are not considering themselves a decent human being. It's just like another guy who is trying to survive. If I don't steal or take from him, someone else will, or maybe he will wake up and he will rob me. It's that type of thinking. It's like a world of survivors, sharks. Anyway, so I wish you not ever go through that. But sometimes life is out of, like, you don't have control over your future. And so after a while, she got up, she went on to the scooter, and she was still talking with a bike helmet on, and it seemed that she was kind of about to leave. But actually, I noticed that the guy got up, took his backpack, and he was walking, kind of limping. Like I said, his legs were messed up so badly, like swollen and uh, patches of missing skin. So he slowly walked to the scooter, jumped on with no helmet, of course, and she started driving away, like riding that scooter away. So she took him somewhere. So to conclude this video, I believe that it's not only in certain movies stories like that love is blind. So if this woman, who, like I said, who appeared decent, is sticking around a homeless guy, and he came all the way here to find him, I don't know how she found him. Maybe he carried a cell phone. I doubt it. He has only one teeth right here, one tooth, and missing stuff, and is like his mouth is messed up. The jaw is like I don't know. Maybe he got like lots of beatings in the prison or on the streets. I don't know. But this is a guy is decaying, and so she probably found him where he was, because like this is a big city. Unless you know where the guy goes and sleeps, you're not going to ride a scooter trying to, where is my boyfriend, where is my boyfriend. So she probably knew where to find him and took him and gave him a ride, and they left. I don't know where. But I hope for a better outcome for that guy. I don't know. It's like a silly hope. While most people who see these bombs think that from the history, from the past, from humans' experience, such people end up dying of overdose or dying on the streets, on cold or too hot or stuff like that. While